friends, I'm Rachel Furaha. I'm currently writing my debut fantasy novella, Song of the Flameborn. If you're a writer or a creative of any kind, then probably you know this truth. Inspiration disappears and the words stop flowing. So, what then? Today, I would like to share what I do when writing gets hard and how I keep going even when the magic feels far away. Let's be honest, writing doesn't always feel magical or like a magical candlelit adventure. Sometimes it feels hard, you doubt your story, and you wonder if you're even a writer at all. I've been there recently. But here's what I've learned. Inspiration isn't a feeling, it's something that you can feed. When the story feels stuck, the first thing I do is step away, though it's not out of defeat. I go for a walk, I listen to the birds, look at the trees and the clouds, and just appreciate the world around me. That quiet often gives my thoughts some space to breathe, and some of my best stories have actually come from just taking a walk or taking a break, not actually doing the writing. When I feel discouraged, I go back to the why I started writing that story in the first place. I reread the scene that made me fall in love with the book, or sometimes go back to the notes that I'd written earlier on to inspire myself. Sometimes going back to the beginning will remind you what it was actually all about. Sometimes all you need is to remember that you believed in that story first. My editor reminds me that writing doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to keep going. This is tough, but sometimes the best thing you can do is rest. I've learned to give myself grace. Naps are a big part of my writing routine. I don't guilt trip myself for needing recovery because I know that creativity isn't a factory, it's not a factory line, it's the living, breathing thing. When writing starts to feel like pressure, I do something playful. I might write a scene that I'm excited about, even if at the time it feels like it's out of order. Or I may doodle, or sometimes imagine what my characters would dress like at a ball. Anything to bring joy back to the process. Inspiration isn't a lightning bolt. It's something that you tend to just like a garden. Some days are dry, some days bloom, but it's all part of the story. And if you're in that dry place right now, if you're feeling stuck, don't give up, you're not alone. This is all part of the journey. And your story matters. Keep going. Even slow stories are sacred ones. I'm cheering you on. Let's keep doing this. So if you found this helpful, please subscribe for more videos on writing, creativity, and my journey in writing my first book, The Song of the Flameborn. Thank you so much. See you next time.